The advice of college.
Don't judge us.
They're Burger King.
There's only one rule: you can curse, but not a lot.
And one has principal
But
P
not,
classes.
we're
on.
allowed to?
Yeah, but not a lot.
Hey, we're the
Not a
glasses.
lot.
Where are the glasses? What the hell is that?
That was very depressing.
What was that?
What is that? Is that a drug deal?
That's Lalo.
That's not.
That is Lalo.
Is there a tweaker over there? He's stealing Lalo's bike.
Was that you?
I'm watching Twitch.
We thought it was a
that a
crackhead.
speaker?
We thought it was a crackhead.
Alright, no tweakers. No tweaker.
No tweakers. Oh.
No tweakers.
Restart the video.
It's already been
No
started.
random tweaker. It's just
Restart.
Mario, get in here.
Come on, you're part of this.
I'm the most
College
qualified
one.
one.
You're the least qualified one.
16 on the.
16 with a Burger King and
Oh, yeah.
no AP classes with a 2.0 GPA. Mario Martinez.
Okay. The worth of college. Is it worth it?
No.
Mario says no. Eddie.
Because he's an electrician. I think college is worth it if you do the right. What's that called? If you do the right career, right? College will in the end be worth it. But it just.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, college in the end is worth it if you do the right careers and
Yes.
and you follow it long enough. It'll eventually pay off.
College is supposed to be the best time of your the best years of your life.
Didn't you not go to college?
Yeah, he didn't finish high school.
I didn't finish high school though. You go to my high school, you figure out why I didn't finish high school.
I think
Mexico.
it's worth it if you have a scholarship, but I don't think it's worth it to pay for it.
That's
I think
well,
it's worth
depending
it
on
if
what
you're
you're what you're studying for though too.
Exactly, that's
That's
what I was
true.
saying.
Yeah,
For the most part, in my opinion.
Remember, if you're going to college, you're going for a career. You can't just go for basic shit, bro. Just waste of money like that, you know.
You do notice this is gonna be like
It's my English assignment.
Who's that?
Us.
you're on.
I'm alive?
Yeah, you know,
Yes.
yeah. No, don't do that here.
Put that
This guy.
Okay, my head's in the
Ooh. So are we allowed to have cigars in here or what?
I don't know. I didn't ask about that. I only asked about the
Cigars,
word
don't say
language.
the wacky tobacco, you alright?
Oh, am I live? Oh. Yeah.
Eddie, so you trying to be a doctor.
Yes.
So why would college be more beneficial for you and not Mario,
So-
who isn't going to college at all?
In the end, you have more job security. Yeah. So for specifically colleges. Skunk
Yeah,
over
college
here.
does.
But yeah, so in specific colleges, especially that lead to med school, to higher education, becoming like doctors, like higher practicing physicians, or surgeons, eventually you'll have more money in the end to retire with. So like let's say Mario, right? You'll have less college debt, less student debt, but if he were to do a trade school or something where he has less initial payment to pay for, and I'll end up with more money, and I'll pay more towards student debt. That's true, but in the long run, I'll have more money for my retirement. Just in general, more assets and property, probably, and a lot more investments because I'll have more money on hand to have instead of like having to spend most of it on cost of living. Because he will, if you become a really high leveled like tradesman, you will have a lot of money in the end, but you take almost the same amount, if not more, to get to that skill level to be paid what it's worth.
What about you, Cosmo? You haven't talked as much.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
your
I know.
project?
Yeah. It's a project about the worth of college, where we get to talk about it for 10 minutes.
Okay.
3 minutes 50 seconds. Okay, so so wait, so are you considered to be in college already with your with your AP classes?
Well,
or-
technically, I'm already registered for Pinal County Community College. So I'm technically already in college, just not for this college. You're not?
No.
I'm
in
gonna
college.
do it next year.
Okay.
I'm doing that next year so I
Okay.
can get some credits already. Because I'll have some credits and when I do military service, they'll be just sitting ready for me.
I failed Spanish class.
I know. And you're Mexican.
A Mexican failing Spanish class is actually pretty common. Surprisingly.
What would you do for a living tomorrow?
Plumber.
What?
Obviously he's gonna be a plumber.
Okay. I mean, that's not a bad option.
It's actually really
You don't even need to go to college for that.
Exactly.
You can do
How much do they
voice
pay?
removal. Fuck, how do I know?
Mario, how much do they pay?
Not bad. I don't know exactly, but
My dad did it. My dad before my dad.
So why would you need college if you can just become a plumber and make a lot of money easy?
Well, the one good thing about college is like it's really competitive, right? So in the instance that you do get in, right, and you start your job is going to be more willing to hire you, and there's going to be more competition, meaning you get better pay in general, right off the bat. Overall, in the end, you might get paid less, but at the same time, you get more starting pay than, let's say, like a plumber apprentice. You know what I'm saying? So if you get, what's that called? Like, because there's so many people that are working construction, different trades like electricity, plumbing, in general, like contracting and stuff like that, you're gonna be getting less starting pay, and it's gonna be more difficult in your earlier years to kind of like survive and live comfortable, especially if you have a fluctuating economy.
All right. But when you have a college degree, the jobs you can get with that college degree would also be highly competitive with the other people in your classes who got
Yes.
that college degree too.
I agree.
So why would they pick you over everyone else with a starting degree, but you have no experience compared to everyone else?
So that's why you have to kind of find out like who you are as a person, how dedicated you are to work towards a goal. You know what I mean? Because this goes for both ways, for college and for trade school or whatever you're gonna do. If you work hard enough, you can get close. Like if you work hard enough, you can get as high in a position that you try for. You know what I mean? If you're like physically limited to like something in like a business, like a higher up position,
Sneaky.
like if you're like limited to like what kind of position you can sit in for like a big company or corporation, or even a small business that you own yourself, it's like those different aspects of how hard you try affect how you get treated, paid, respected, all that good stuff.
So what would be better, like knowledge of a topic or the experience enough?
It depends on what it is for. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're more knowledgeable about the human body compared to the experience, it's kind of like both ways for college, in my opinion. Like,
Wouldn't you be worse at that? Because like, if you're a doctor, right, and you have experience being a doctor, wouldn't you be better than someone who just got out of college with the same qualification?
Not necessarily, no. It depends, because it depends on like the study, of course, but for the most part, when you think about a doctor, you probably think about like a trauma physician, people who work in the ER hospitals, you know what I'm saying? Like the hospital wards for like really injured people. They like the experience is important for sure, but like it's almost like, what's that called? Like it's kind of like 50-50. It's like half the job with knowledge as well. You know what I mean? Like you have to be knowledgeable and experienced at the same time. Because if you're more experienced, you might not know as much when it comes to like some specific rare illness or something like that. You know what I mean? But then when it comes to knowledge, and like you can study in all the simulations you want, like as many practice surgeries on a computer or even like on fake dummies as you want. But when it comes to the real human body, and specifically this in this example, it's like you can't reproduce that same effect. You know, it has to be real time and real experience to kind of compensate for that. You know what I mean? Because you can practice. You know what I'm saying?
What about a surgeon?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Like surgeons and doctors and stuff. So it's the same kind of thing.
So, start landscaping. Someone's got to do it.
I'll do it.
Just start your own landscaping business. It's easy to find work these days.
Very easy.
So with like the college degrees, like which college degrees there's like a large array of college degrees, right? So you can have like a technical one, like mine for engineering. You can have yours for medical, and you can have some for like fine arts, like dancing.
That's
or
not real
art.
college.
So yeah,
That's
you
not
call
real
it not real college, but like if the majority of students do the fine arts, what worth is there getting the degree when the degree doesn't prove at all that they can do their art?
So, in my opinion, art should be more like, kind of like what chess is to college, in my opinion, because chess isn't a class in college. It's not like a major you can take. It's more of a club. You know what I mean? Because like art itself, it's valued through kind of like the value given to it by others. You know what I'm saying? So if it's like if you're like talking about, you said dance, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're talking about dance specifically, I might consider that one. That might be the exception. But other ones like painting and drawing and stuff, like you can be taught how to do really nice, like, you know, lines and shading and stuff, like the basic good art stuff, and go into more advanced levels. But in my opinion, for artists in particular, their value is kind of given through not only experience, but kind of like how others perceive them. You know what I mean? It's a lot of social compared to like tangible kind of worth. You know what I mean? So kind of like influencers. You know what I mean? If people didn't like their content, whether it be funny or political or whatever, they wouldn't have money. They'd be out of a job. You know what I mean? Specifically, larger content creators on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that.
I think you're onto something. An influencer degree.
Oh yeah, on to that. Mario, what do you think about colleges letting you create your own degrees?
That's the bullshit.
It's not.
I think so.
It's not. You can Google it.
I think so.
I think it was Caltech University let you, as long as you apply, you can choose a degree, and as long as there's someone who can teach the degree with some sort of certificate to prove that they know it, you're allowed to teach the degree and get the degree.
Well, how
But
hard
then-
is it to like make your own? Can anyone just do it?
As if you have like any certificate. So if you wanted to have like a degree in Fortnite playing, and you were have like the win trophy from the Fortnite competitions, you could technically make that a class.
That's so okay. In my opinion, in certain cases, right, that's beneficial. But for the majority, I would be willing to say 99% of them would kind of be bullshit, right? Like I think that like it's not really the same worth. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're gonna use that example of Fortnite or even any video game for that example, right? It'll be very like specifically for the college, it wouldn't be very worth it for their time to kind of try and certify, you know, you like the #1 world champion. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be as valuable to them as like a biology major or engineering major. You know what I mean? It's not the same at all. Because most of the time colleges, they specialize in what is valuable to the world, so that if they specifically do like the New York Med School, I forgot what the name is, but they have a med school up there in New York. They specialize in medical school, like that's their main contribution to society. But like if you had a Fortnite school, what's that gonna do? You know what I mean? And yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, well now you're on block because you talk too much. Mario, any thoughts?
Give me something to go off of.
The creating your own college degrees?
Like I said, I don't think it's like a thing that should be existing. I don't know. I don't like the idea of that.
I mean, there is the degree of Fortnite, you know, like, I don't know why you'd ever have a degree in Fortnite or gaming, like,
What would be like the point of having that and going through all that though? Like, how would that benefit someone? Like,
Well,
if they made their own, like,
on the thing itself where it allows you to do it, you can do it in online classes, and you can create your own prices if you're the actual teacher. So there really is no point to having it. But
Well,
like,
I made millions off
What if-
teaching Fortnite. Like that's so stupid.
you could have a degree on just landscaping. Like you can have a degree for landscaping, and that could be a lot more beneficial and actually useful than gaming as a degree.
Yeah. But what would be like? Would it be beneficial for like? So let's say landscaping again. Like if someone would go through all that, the courses, everything, and they get the degree, how would that like benefit them?
I mean, it is a college degree, so
That would.
if you go into like any field, if they see any college degree in relation to whatever it is you're trying to go into like the field, they probably put you at a higher school. They'd probably give
Even
you
if
like a
it's
higher score.
even if it's a course that somebody made.
Yeah, as long as it has the University of blank there, and it's like you have a real physical copy of the degree with all the paperwork done to be in the system, they probably would take it.
But who would need that degree though? Like what would that?
You wouldn't need the degree, but the point is
no.
you have it so that other
Yeah.
people in the field don't have it, and it puts you like at a higher pedestal than them.
Yeah, but like going off the kind of thing for like let's say it was not even like landscaping. Let's say like what's it called? Like detailing a car where you like really deep clean it, right? Let's say they made something for like some sort of car cleaning degree, right? Why would somebody who kind of like, let's say you have a option to get a car cleaned by somebody who does it in their spare time for like $300 cheaper than somebody who has a degree in it, and that's like their main sell. Like that's the reason why they charge you so much. Like they're like professionals in the profession, right? Why would you pick the more expensive option when you could most likely get the same exact thing for way cheaper?
Most people don't really know that though, because if you go to like an auto shop,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a choice between two people, and one of them says, "I've been just got out of college. I've been doing this. I have a degree in engineering, a degree in automotive, and a degree in whatever else."
Yeah.
And then you have another person who says, "I've been working at like a tire shop for 2 years."
Yeah.
Who would you rather choose? Like,
Well, that's different because I think it'd be more comparable if you had somebody working in the tire shop, let's say, for more than like if you had a bachelor's in tireology, as an example. That's not a real thing. If you had a bachelor's, that's what, 4 years, right? So you'd have 4 years compared to the 2 years. So other than like proved experience in the profession, you know what I mean? Like, what would the real purpose be if you still work better than somebody who's done way better than you have? Like let's say the person working in the 2 years instead of the bachelor, right? If they had 2 years of experience instead of the bachelor degree, like if they worked better and you didn't know it, wouldn't that kind of be falsifying it, or no?
I think it's more of the status. Because if you hear two people, someone who says I have a master's in mathematics, or someone who says I have a PhD in mathematics, who do you think is probably better at math?
Well, but the thing is, the reason why that's different is because those are actual classes, though. Like, those are actually...
Well, automotive is also a class.
Well, yeah, but that's
And
not
trade
college,
school,
though.
trade school technically counts as a school.
But it's not college, though. That's the difference. It's college specifically worth it, or is it not worth it? Because trade school isn't college.
Fair point.
But wait, who's like funding everything? Like all those classes? Are the colleges funding,
The
or do
colleges,
the people?
the colleges will fund
Well,
it.
if they're online, you don't even need funding. As long as someone can actually go there, and
So
then-
someone can make an in-person class of.
as long as you have a place that you've already provided and the school doesn't have to pay for it, you're allowed to make it.
So they're not funding anything. They're just letting you kind of do your own thing.
They're just letting you be a part of the college, teach your own class, and then they give the certificate if someone can prove to the teachers, the professors. Test.
So you think it's a good thing that they're doing that?
No,
You don't?
no, because that's just a massive waste of time. Considering anyone can create the degree, and any amount of qualification, as long as there is qualification to teach the degree, you would have a lot of people going to college who hear about a small class about some gaming, or some a class about creating a web book or scrapbook for somebody, or even wedding. What's the thing?
Photography?
No, that's the thing we write down the names.
Calligraphy?
Not calligraphy.
That's not calligraphy. Wedding list name writing. That's what it's called.
That you wouldn't need any of those, and if people are like, I want to do that for a living, you can't do that for a living because no one would hire you to do that.
Yeah.
But if they see it's a college class, they're like, well, it must be something you can do for a living if they have a college degree.
Because, yeah, I completely agree with that. Because, the thing is, right, what you're saying is exactly why I was kind of saying that doesn't make sense to do in the first place. Because if you had that one person doing a job that nobody really needs to have an actual degree for, you know what I mean? It's kind of pointless, there's no reason to do this, because I think that it'd be better for colleges to focus on researching medical cures, different ways to engineer certain types of, I don't know, jet engines or something. That's not what they do, but you know what I'm saying, different types of research branches that a lot of colleges do and do really well. I think that their focus on that will be more beneficial to us compared to having a class of Fortnite or something like that. You know what I mean? That's my take on that.
Well, I had a thought, but I just forgot it. What do you mean, yes, bro? This isn't about you, Mario. It's about me.
All
My
about me.
project.
All
Not
about
yours. Not about you. It's about you to be a plumber.
Are you gonna edit this?
No. Obviously not. I don't have an editing software to edit this anyway.
It's called CapCut.
Yeah. Or just put it on the computer.
I am. I'm just gonna transfer this to my computer and post it on YouTube.
Just put it.
Just send it.
You
You're not
can-
gonna
Unlisted video
at
on
least
YouTube.
splice some things out.
Nah.
It's not that
Leave
hard.
the whole first part in there.
Lalo.
Is that a cracky?
Is that a crack?
Is that a tweaker?
Are we live? Yes.
Yes.
Alright, Eddie, can you hold my phone? I'm gonna get my chocolate shake.
Oh yeah.
Chocolate shake. That's what he said.
How much are we at? 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Alright. I'm out.
Bye, Mario.
Mario.
Oh my head. Oh.
See you tomorrow morning. We're cooked, bro.
I'm gonna see him on Monday.
Can't wait to complain about everyone.
I know. Why was this not done? But yeah.
So Eddie, you
Why
told
is there
them,
grease on
you
the
told
package?
them you're gonna pursue your career in Burger King, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna become a super GM.
You become a store owner, like a.
No, not even like a laundry. I'll be better than a laundry.
You're gonna be the real Burger King, bro.
No,
You're
I'll
gonna
be
the Burger King.
I will be him.
You're gonna be CEO of Burger King.
But yeah, dude, and that's the other thing. Like, kind of like proficiency, or not proficiency, but kind of expertise in specific things. Like it could be what we were talking about with the trades and all that stuff. It could be kind of applied to anything, like fast food or like anything that doesn't require college, like painters and stuff like that. Like all those different jobs, to some extent, pay off to work hard, to have experience in a field. But the problem is, like, the ones that don't need it, like, don't need specifically colleges. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, since we've already reached time, right, we can just kind of switch topics now.
Yeah. Do you have other topics?
Oh, no. But I'm fairly confident my teacher's not going to watch past this part.
Yeah.
Unless she's like, I want to see what else is going on. Which she probably will.
So you're really not gonna edit it?
No.
Do you want me to edit it?
No. Why would we need to edit?
Because we're just doing nothing right now. We can edit that right now.
Well, that's kind of what the podcast is. You just sit there and you talk.
Yeah, but we're not talking.
Well, not right now. Before we were. And also, if it's hilarious, up on points. Plus points.
That's what you said?
Plus points. That's just a basic fact, bro. If your teacher laughs, you get more points.
That's not all the time true.
That is all of the time true.
not true.
Name one teacher, like, because when they laugh, they like you more, so they'll give you more points.
No, okay. In kindergarten specifically, I had a friend. He got a lot of in trouble because he wrote really funny things on paper that would get actually blocked by YouTube if I said it. He was
Really
like-
funny
it was
things
like a
that would be
third-
blocked.
I was like a second grader doing a writing test, and he wrote something really funny on there. Teacher loved it, but she had to report it, and he got suspended for a week for it. So
If she had to report it, that means it probably wasn't like
it was actually
meant to be said.
okay. It's funny.
Like if they're in a school and he's like, "I got a bomb,"
that's different.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
what it-
But if
but-
the joke was similar to that,
No, it was more of what you call like an adult joke, where it's like only people over the certain age are probably something will probably understand it. You know what I mean?
but he's in second grade. Though.
yeah,
probably
no,
makes
that was
sense.
the reason why it was funny, because like how does a second grader know?
I mean, yeah, but that's also like concerning. A second grader knows about that.
Yeah.
That's probably why she had to report it. You know who's at Wingstop, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you already left it.
Bro, really? How long is it supposed to be?
It's already done. I just talked.
Dude,
We could have James in here.
could have James.
Could have James.
College is not worth it unless you're playing football.
I'm an engineer. You did count for me.
Football.
Football. I'm gonna shut that off now.